project in my backyard here. Going to be doing a pond. My deck is right here, and we got a patio cover on it, and the patio cover is basically falling apart, and the deck is getting too wet. So instead of letting the bad old cover ruin the deck year after year, having to try to put plastic and stuff up over the top of it, because the top of the gazebo actually ripped. So we're going to rebuild this thing, and they came through and they checked our property lines in here, and the property line used to be over here where my hand is, and it's actually 3 feet over. So this 3 foot of space here is underutilized, so this tree's going to go, and this deck's going to come. The deck's not going to come out, but this wall's going to come out 3 feet right here to the property line, and this whole area where I'm standing will be a pond. Be a little pond. It's going to be from the ground here. We got a 2x8, and then we're going to build up a foot, so that'll be 20 inches, and then we're going to go 6 inches down right here, and then a little bit down over there, so it'll slope down. I'm going to build, it's basically going to be a box, and then I'm going to get pond liner. I've built a couple ponds before in my parents' old backyard, my old backyard. So yeah, it's just a little spot. Just going to hook it up for my mom's backyard. Yeah, urban bass layers, a little ambitious project here, but I'm going to start by taking this tree out right now. I'm going to start hacking it up. Going to make some little, going to put a couple posts in here. Rebuild the top first, and then I'm going to move this, all this stuff is going to come down, go on the outside wall, and then we're going to, once we're done doing that, we're going to put some kind of like growing vine, flowers, morning glories and stuff for the neighbors, so it doesn't look all nasty, and this just looks, put this here for privacy, it just doesn't look good, so we're gonna make it look a lot better. Anyway, urban bass layers, been trying to go out and fish the last couple days. I've been getting skunked, man. It's second day of February, right around the full moon, and man, I mean, we were going out throwing everything we had, and we were getting skunked. So I'm gonna take the day off from fishing. Got a couple days off from work, so I'm gonna get some stuff done around the house. Just going. Once this thing's done, I'm gonna put some bluegill in here, possibly some little bass, do some backyard fishing. Our Bass Layers 2018. Quick work of that tree. A lot of it was dead, so I just snapped a bunch of the branches off. Next step here, take this board off. I just built this fence like a year and a half ago. Nice concrete 4x4s. So I'm going to take this board off and attach to this 4x4 with a new one, and then I'm going to dig a hole here, pour concrete, another 4x4 post, and right here another 4x4 post. So it's just going to come out 3 feet by 12 feet. Doesn't look like that big of a space, but compared to like an aquarium you'd have in your house, like 500-gallon aquarium, this thing's going to be pretty big. I'm going to end up putting the pond liner in it. I built a few ponds in my time, so I kind of know what I'm doing. Been watching a bunch of videos on it, getting brushed up on different stuff I need to do. So yeah, once I get that done, get the posts, I'm going to take this wall, and all this stuff is going to come off. It's going to attach to this part, and then we're going to rebuild the top gazebo, because this is an old metal gazebo with like a tarp top, and the tarp just rips every year, and my mom tries to get up on a ladder and fix it all the time, and yeah, I'm just done doing that. I'm gonna rebuild this whole thing for her, and there's gonna be a little pond. We already got a little tiny pond over there with some fish in it, and we're about to just upgrade this thing. So once I get this wall built, take this off, move it over, then I can finish off both sides of this, and then I can start getting to this. This is going to be dug down a little bit. It's going to be kind of deep. It's going to be about 36 inches deep. So where I'm standing right here, the water will be up about to my waist, but I'll be actually, it's going to be pretty deep. So my next thing now is to run to the hardware store and go get 3 4x4 posts and 2 bags of concrete. Pretty fun, or bachelors, to get this project going, man. It's going to be a couple part video, so thanks. Thanks for watching. See, I already checked the level on the fence, and I just built this fence about 1.5 years ago, so it's still level. All I had to do was match it right up with that. I didn't even check it. I knew it was going to be perfectly straight, and the bubble on the level is like dead on. Didn't even check it. Man, still got it. I'm getting old, but I guess you get better in your old age. Alrighty here, so first post is up. It's a little bit tall. I ran them a little bit tall. That way, when I get the pitch of this thing, I'll be cutting about 1.5 feet off of that. It's not going to be that high. So, get a little section done. I'll rebuild this whole thing. So, my mom's deck, we did the math on it, and my dad and I built this deck 20 years ago. Pretty crazy. 4 years before my kids were born, or my daughter. So yeah, that guy. using bare minimum construction stuff. I'm used to working on a construction site and having like scrap piles all over and stuff to use, so I'm just grabbing whatever to brace these guys up. Got both poles in. Don't be like me and be a dummy and put too much water. I mean, I mix 4-patch all the time at work. I do flooring for a living. I mixed up the concrete, put a little bit too much water in it, so I had to splash the water out, and then I added some of the little bit better stuff to this one. So we got 2 posts concreted. I went ahead and threw whatever I had left just around that. There's already concrete down there, so I couldn't put this post any farther down into the ground. So the next step after this is going to be to find my pitch coming off of old, that's all plastic. And what my mom's been doing, because when it rains, all the rain goes in between the gazebo and the roof, and it all floods out everything, and it's totally ruining the deck right here. So we had to replace a couple boards of the deck before it completely destroys the deck. We're going to tear all that down. So this thing's coming down. We won't have to be propping up all this, yeah, janky looking stuff. So this will all be one continuous thing, and I'm going to get the corrugated plastic like that's on the wall here, and that's going to go across the top. I built one of these in my parents' old backyard with my dad years ago, and that thing is still there. We built that thing about 25 years ago. This deck's still here, built that 20 years ago. It's all redwood. I may assess these 2x8s on the outside, but they still look fine. I may put a new one on there, I don't know. Depending on where everything sits, I may even cut some of the deck in like this to make the pond be more aesthetic than just straight on the end. I don't know, I'm gonna have to see. So anyway, urban bass layers, just doing a little home project here. Glasses are getting foggy. Getting hot, getting sweaty. I don't know, wait for my buddy to hit me up. We might go fish today. It's a nice day out. So I got my 3 posts. Let the concrete dry. These things are great. Let the concrete dry, it'll be dry by tomorrow. Yeah. Gonna be tearing all this down and rebuilding it and get to the pond. It's gonna be a process. Thanks for watching Urban Bass Layers 2018.